This is my great-great-great-grandmother's story, told to my grandmother Tootie when she was young, passed down through our family. Bergen, Norway, the 1880s. Our family's shipping business was booming. We had a fleet. This was our flagship.
Every door was closed.
My great-great-great-grandfather, Captain Peter Janssen, commanded this magnificent vessel, the Norwegian Star. But he made a decision that would change everything. His wife and daughter would join the voyage. The route was well established. Tenerife off coast of Morocco for provisions. They left their son behind. He was too young.
The sea changed color, and so
Days at sea.
the wind said my name. Like
The cold Atlantic loosened its grip, and warmer winds began to whisper of another world.
learn a new
Then Las Palmas, where Columbus stopped before crossing into the unknown, rediscovering the new world.
and becoming.
Something was awakening in her. Following Columbus's route across the Atlantic, toward Puerto Rico, toward destiny. And then, San Juan, Puerto Rico, the jewel of the Caribbean.
The light touched places.
Nothing had prepared her for this. The light, the color, the feeling of arrival.
Mind, I laughed.
The center of trade between the old world and the new, where three continents came together.
Danced and I survived.
Here, my great-great-great-grandmother discovered something she never knew existed.
Wasn't escaping.
Calle del Cristo, the most beautiful street in all of Puerto Rico. She discovered freedom, the joy of life. The music, the dancing, the warmth, she was awakening. For the first time in her life, she felt truly alive. And there were others who saw it too.
I was right.
Not the captain's companion, but the woman she was becoming. My great-great-great-grandfather couldn't understand. He tried to control her. She knew she would leave. Duty would demand it. But in that moment, standing at the edge of the ocean, she understood something irreversible. Some places don't just change you, they claim you. She couldn't sleep. The music, the warmth, everything was calling to her. They sailed south to Playa del Carmen, but her heart remained in Puerto Rico. Forced off route by a hurricane, they were driven onto the reef off Tulum. The Mayans came, still fighting the Spanish conquistadors for their land. But these were different. Blonde Norwegians, not Spanish. They would help them. And there, the chieftain's son, the prince. Their eyes met. Fate had brought them together. Days turned to weeks. She learned their ways. He taught her their language. They were falling in love. The captain and his officers would trek through the jungle to Playa del Carmen to find a ship to rescue them. He didn't know he was leaving her in paradise.
Every door was closed.
With the captain gone for months, she discovered true freedom. She wore their clothing, lived their ways. She had never felt more alive, never more herself, never more free.
To skin.
They fell deeply in love. Language didn't matter. Their souls spoke.
But something
Even Astrid found joy, playing their games, learning their ways.
never slept.
chieftain blessed their union. She belonged to them now, to him. Weeks became months. They lived as one, swimming in sacred cenotes, cooking by fire, dancing in celebration, sleeping under stars. This was paradise. This was home. This was love. When the captain returned months later, the woman he'd married in Bergen was gone. In her place stood a goddess, free, in love, with another man. His officers blamed him, and he knew they were right. He buried himself in the work. The ship had to be freed. Every day he worked. Every day he watched her fall deeper in love with him. Finally, after months, the ship was free. But the moment of truth had arrived. She refused, absolutely. She would not leave paradise, would not leave him, would not return to the cage. His officers convinced him they would take her, by force, in the dead of night. They took her, violently, carried them away from paradise. The prince discovered she was gone. The chieftain called his warriors. The hunt began. The warriors gave chase, through the jungle, the prince running for his love. But the officers were desperate. They would not stop. They escaped by sea. The Mayans had no boats. The prince could only watch as his love was torn away, across water, forever. They dressed her, forced her back into the cage. The woman who wore flowers and freedom was gone. They stopped in Puerto Rico to reprovision, but she was not allowed ashore. The island that awakened her denied. As Puerto Rico faded, so did all color from her world. All warmth, all life, all hope. 2 years they'd been gone, presumed dead. But they returned, ghosts from the ocean. She spent the rest of her life looking out that window, searching for warmth that would never come. Her soul remained in Tulum, with him, forever. She kept pieces of paradise hidden, a flower, a fabric, small things that held a lifetime of love. She touched them when no one was looking, and she wept. That was the only time Astrid told the story of her mother to little Tutti, my great-grandmother. After her husband died, she let her hair down, free, like her mother had done in Tulum. The only freedom she ever allowed herself. She never returned to Puerto Rico, but I have. After 5 generations, I'm here. This place doesn't just call to us once. It calls across generations, across time, until we answer. This is where I belong. Based on the true story of my great-great-great-grandparents, Captain Peder Jonsson and Ingrid Bjørntegard Jonsson. Some stories call across generations until we answer.
Until you